Hi everybody, so I'm outside right now. I hope you can hear there's a lot of wind where I am right now. But I am starting to work on the cutting of the wood for the teeny house project. I had my uncle come over this weekend as he will help me with some of the physical labor and to talk about it a bit more. So I didn't film that, but I'll show you, I guess, what I've been working on so far and this teeny house project. So yeah, hope you enjoy this next video, and see you on the next one, I guess. Hi everybody, so just a quick update on the trailer. There's been a slight change in plans. It's not too bad though. I'm just changing the materials I'll be using. I found a steel framing kit that is being marketed to for barbecue grills for outside patios and stuff like that. It's really inexpensive for what it is, and it's already pre-cut to the sizes that I need for a frame. It's going to be an entirely different beast altogether because it's steel and not wood, but the entire frame, once built, is at least 74 pounds, which is extremely lightweight compared to a wood frame, which is really good for the trailer and weight entirely. And also so I can pick it up myself. Like, that's the biggest thing. I'm trying to do this project as much as on my own as possible, and at the time of purchase the site was having a sale, so I actually saved a ton of money going this route instead of purchasing lumber for the exact amount that I needed. So hopefully it's a win-win. So far most of the shell materials have arrived. The steel framing has arrived. The greenhouse hoops that are going to act as the rafters have arrived, and the flooring underlayment has arrived for the ceiling. And I haven't ordered the sheet vinyl for the ceiling yet, but I'm going to be using that to cover the ceiling. And the aluminum flashing that is typically used for RVs and everything like that has also arrived. So essentially it's going to be a box, a framed box with a curved roof on top of it, and I haven't really figured out the diameter of everything. in terms of the curved roof. I'm not sure how fleshed out it's going to be in terms of the curvature. It's definitely not going to be like perfect almost, because it will be the design of the entire trailer will be off, I think. But yeah, so in terms of the materials, most of the shell for the materials have arrived. The interior not so much, but I did buy the lumber at the beginning of this project, and I'm pretty sure I can use that for the interior. So so far nothing has been completely been wasted. It's just going to be reworked and kind of redesigned a little bit to make it easier on myself, because that's the biggest priority right now, is to kind of figure out how I can manage this project mostly on my own. And it seems like too, once I start building the shell shouldn't take that long. It should maybe take at least 6 weeks, if not maybe a little bit more. That's what the information I've read online said, that building a shell as simple as this can take about 6 weeks. So with my method, it might take a little bit shorter time to build the shell, but we'll see. Once I get the roof on and I get the framing built, I'm gonna order the fiber cement siding. I have to double check the weight on that, but it's pretty inexpensive for what it is for siding, and hopefully things should go smoothly from there in terms of the interior. For now, I am just going to finish off the railing that's on here, just to prep for the framing, and to make sure that the railing is as sturdy as possible. And then because it's late in the day, that's the only thing I'll be doing today. And then let's see, tomorrow is supposed to rain in the PM in the evening, so I'm gonna get up and start working on the framing tomorrow morning. And then later in the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is gonna be very sunny in terms of weather. So there's been a slight delay in terms of starting the project, because if you have been on social media or watching the news for New England, we were hit with a surprise snowstorm, and that happened literally the day after all my materials arrived. So I was pretty bummed that that happened, and that pushed my start time, because I'm waiting for the trailer to dry out a bit more, and there's a little tiny bit of snow left inside the trailer, because the tarp didn't quite work. It's a different setup now for the tarp, so I'm hoping that would work for the rain. But what happens is that the tarp is over the trailer, and then obviously there's nothing, the trailer's hollow, so when something heavy like rain collects in the tarp, it falls through. So even with bungee cords it does that. So I don't know how effective the tarp is, but it is what I have now, and I just gotta be careful about mold and everything like that. However, it did give me a chance to look for leaks, and there's one really bad leak in the left corner towards the tongue of the trailer. So in the back a little bit there is a leak. So that's just good to know in general, and I'm gonna try to really be diligent in terms of where or how I build and finish off the seams and everything like that. So hopefully there will be a more positive update shortly once I get the framing started and everything like that. But that's why there's been a delay with the video on this project, because New England had a snowstorm on April 16th or 14th or something. We had a snowstorm, and that's pretty late for snow for New England. So at least in my experience, the last snowstorm is funny, because like the last snowstorm that I physically recorded showed up on my Facebook feed as a memory, because I made something like, "Go home, Mother Nature, you're drunk," like something funny like that. And that was exactly 7 years ago on that date that we had another snowstorm at that time. So it's been 7 years since we've had snow this late in April. Hopefully the snow is over. and I don't have to take out my winter gear at all anymore, and I can just live my life until the next snowstorm, which hopefully should be later at the end of this year. But that's all. So I'm going to start working and hopefully give you an update when that task is done and go from there. So that's the task I had to do, is put an L-shaped bracket onto the previous railing and start with this. I was originally going to do it horizontal, like flip this piece over, but it didn't quite fit. This is what the other task looks like. So yeah. So, I don't know, it seems strong. I didn't do the bottom part, but it seems strong, and it also seems to have reinforced the existing railing, which is good. That didn't take very long, thankfully. I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of way to cover up this hole, but for a structure, I thought this was the best way to keep it sturdy and strong. So I'm gonna start unboxing the framing pieces to see like what I could possibly do today. The positive thing about this space is I think I might be able to get my clamp under it and to hold the steel part that will go like up here. You'll see if I successfully have done it. If I haven't, then you will know that it wasn't successful. So I'm going to start unboxing that and see where I go for now. I think I might just work until sundown today because the sun is starting to come out and it's starting to warm up, and if I just work on the exterior a little bit, I think it should start come together a lot sooner than maybe we anticipated. So I'm gonna go get the boxes and start that. So this is what I mostly focused on building or starting to build this frame. It's a lot slower process than what the Stellar made it look, and it's actually quite exhausting because I have to put some pressure in the drill to get it go through the steel frame, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. It's a lot faster than doing wood, that's for sure. And it's a lot more accurate as well. I like the look of it. That center square right there is probably gonna have some window of some sort. I'm still researching that, and I'm thinking some sort of adjustable screen might work, and then just cover it up whenever there's some rain or something. But yeah, that's the start of it. I also started the countertop here as you can see, some countertop. I'm not sure what this is going to be yet, but my plan is, this is the door for now. The door is actually going to be in the back there. I'm just going to open up a couple doors, and this is going to essentially turn into a kitchenette area. So this will be shelves, and then I'll have a table here. So that cabinet area or countertop area, or whatever you want to call it, might be the sink area. I'm not really sure. So it's like, as you come in, like if you imagine, if you come through this direction, you'll be greeted with the kitchen sink. Hopefully you saw that. You'll be greeted with the kitchen sink. And yeah, so that's what I have so far. It's a pretty productive day, actually, despite how slow the framing was coming together. I didn't really expect that. I'm pretty tired right now, though. So this is a mistake. If you do this route, don't ever use wood screws in actual wood. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I had purchased these self-tapping screws, which is what I found on the trailer, and after I used these, and my thought was, oh, look at that, like wood on top of wood, it should go right through. But no, it's stuck, so I'm going to have to shave that off somehow. It's completely stuck there. But I'm exhausted. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little update, this little video of the week, or I should say the week with the trailer build so far. It's slowly starting to take shape. Not so much before, but earlier I did this because I added a railing, and I realized that I had miscalculated in terms of like the number of what should we call it, rods, like tubes, if you were to go across here. But then I realized how redundant that was, and this is going to be mostly wood anyway, so it's just mostly going to be on the sides that have the metal, the steel tubing. And I went that route. I mean, I'll talk about that more in a separate video, because I think this is a great option for a teeny house building, and especially if you're going about it one person like I am, this is a great option for that. But I'm exhausted, so this is going to be a short update, and hopefully there will be a next video. I'm not sure when that will be, but hopefully soon. So today's build was a lot faster in terms of putting things together. Not sure how to do this, but maybe just go over here. If you see those three brackets, that's kind of like 3 brackets. 1, 2, 3. I worked on that, and I worked on the 2 support pieces for the frame, and I was an idiot, and I used the wrong screw for 2 of the brackets here, because my thought was like, oh, I have a ton of these hex head screws, why don't use some of them up and for the brackets. But as I tried to put the frame up, it fell over, and I'm trying not to do that as often because it does bend. See here, like it does bend the piece. The pieces, the connectors for the framing. So this end one, I did use the right screws, but it is not flush, as you can see with the framing, with the existing framing. Over here you can see that it is flush, but it's the wrong screws. So I know what I need to do and tomorrow, and I'm excited for the progress so far because I was kind of stuck on the, you can see the other bracket right there. I was kind of stuck a little bit, but now I am in a good place. So I think I can speed ahead a little bit and get the trailer frames up, hopefully by the end of this week. So that should be pretty exciting. I also wanted to mention I worked on the kitchen sink a little bit. This is just going to be the base for the countertop, and then this is the sink frame. I might fill it up here like I did with the underframe, but I might not, because that's essentially where you're going to lean up against. And I picked out a sink. It's basically going to be half the size of this because the other half will be the railing that's there. So that's what I've worked on so far, and hopefully I can give you another update soon.